Alien kiss in the rain. The rain falls on Meridian Prime like a memory that won't fade. It seeps into the cracks of the landing pads, hissing on metal and washing away the ash of war. Lightning flickers in the distance, painting the sky in brief veins of blue fire. The air tastes of ozone and rust, and beneath it all, the quiet hum of engines cooling after battle. Mara Vance walks across the wet tarmac, boots sinking into puddles that mirror the wreckage of ships above them. Her armor bears the scars of the last stand, scorched plating, a shattered insignia, blood that the rain refuses to wash away. The ceasefire is 1 hour old. It feels like holding a breath underwater. A figure waits across the field, tall and alien, cloaked in light that shifts like liquid glass. 4 eyes glimmer faintly, catching reflections of the storm. The envoy of the Kharan Concord, an enemy hours ago, a mystery now. They meet halfway, the sound of rain filling the silence between them. "You are Commander Mara Vance," the alien says, voice layered, translated into human tongue through soft mechanical hums. "You offered a word our language does not hold. Truce." Mara studies the alien's face, unreadable yet strangely human in the rain. "Truce means we stop killing each other," she says. "At least long enough to decide if we should keep doing it." The alien tilts its head, droplets scattering from its crystalline crest. "We have words for hold, for edge, for pause, but not for stop." "Then tonight," Mara says, "you learn something new." The rain intensifies. Between thunderclaps they speak, of the battles that brought them here, of the mistakes both sides made, of the things lost in the name of victory. For the first time, they talk not as soldiers, but as survivors trying to understand what it means to be alive after the end. The alien's name is Soran-ti-Quell. Soran, Mara calls him. His voice carries the sound of 2 tones at once, one deep and resonant, one light and echoing like wind over stone. When he speaks of his world, he looks up at the rain as though searching for familiar constellations. When he asks about Earth, his eyes soften, absorbing every word as if it were sacred. "The oceans," he says. "Are they still blue?" "Bluer than this," Mara answers, smiling faintly. "And angry when they want to be." "Like your people," Soran murmurs. "Like you." A bolt of lightning cracks and the power grid hums back to life. The landing bay lights flare on, painting them both in gold and silver. It feels wrong that beauty can exist after so much destruction. It feels wrong and right. "You could have killed me," Soran says. "Your rifle was aimed at my heart. I was tired," Mara replies. "Tired of ending things." He steps closer. The translator hum drops lower, the layers of his voice more natural now, more alive. "In the archives of my kind," Soran says, "it is said that rain cleanses the battlefield. But your kind, humans, you walk into the storm, not away from it." She laughs softly. "That's because the storm doesn't scare us. It reminds us we're still breathing." The wind howls. Water runs down their faces, tracing paths through the grime and exhaustion. For a moment, the war feels like it belongs to someone else, to another age. Mara looks up at the alien's face and feels something shift, something dangerous, something human. "Your heart," she says quietly. "Is it where ours is?" Soran hesitates, then touches his chest. "Here, why?" Mara steps closer, until the space between them is a whisper. "Because I want to know what it sounds like." She reaches out, and to her surprise, he lets her. Her hand meets warm, vibrating light beneath strange armor. The pulse is strong, too strong. Not mechanical, not artificial, alive. She feels it in her bones, in the rhythm of her own heart answering back. Their eyes meet. In the rain, 2 soldiers from 2 worlds find the smallest miracle. Silence without fear. The rain thickens, a curtain of silver threads dancing across the tarmac. Lightning flashes, and somewhere beyond the hills, engines roar. Too many, too close. The ceasefire hour is ending. Mara's earpiece buzzes to life. A human voice cuts through the storm. "Commander Vance, hostile signatures inbound." They broke the truce. "Pull out!" She looks up at Soran. His eyes shift, flickering with internal light. "It is not us," he says. "The fleet does not answer me either. Someone wants this truce buried with us." Mara curses under her breath. "Then we make them regret it." She pulls her sidearm, checks the charge. Soran's armor hums, plates sliding open like petals revealing bright veins of energy. For a heartbeat, they stand together, two warriors from opposite sides, facing the same betrayal. The first shot comes from the ridge, an ion burst that scorches the rain into steam. Mara dives, rolls behind a cargo hauler. Soran moves like light itself, arcs of plasma twisting around his limbs as he deflects another barrage. The air fills with thunder, both from the storm and the weapons tearing through it. Mara shouts over the chaos. "Your people or mine?" Soran's voice cuts through the noise, calm and sharp. "Both. Someone wants the war eternal." She grits her teeth, slamming a mag cell into her rifle. "Then we end it ourselves. They fight as one." She covers, he strikes. He shields, she advances. The rain turns the battlefield into a mirror of motion and flame. Through it all, their voices stay connected, a human heartbeat and an alien frequency aligned for survival. When the final drone explodes overhead, silence returns. The smoke drifts into the storm. Mara breathes hard, half kneeling beside Soran, whose mantle now glows faintly from damage. He's bleeding light that fades with each drop into the puddles. "You're hurt," she says. He smiles faintly, a strange, beautiful expression. Only on the outside. She tears a strip from her sleeve, presses it against the wound. The fabric burns faintly but holds. "You saved my life," he tilts his head. "You saved mine first. I thought that was what you humans call balance." She laughs despite herself. "We call that friendship." He studies her for a moment. "And when balance becomes more than that?" The question lingers between them. The rain softens, the clouds thinning as dawn hints on the horizon. The city's defenses power back up, lights flickering through the mist. They stand, both exhausted and reborn in the quiet aftermath. Soran turns his gaze to the sky. "Your people will come soon." "And yours," Mara answers. "We'll have to explain this." He nods slowly. "Words will fail." "They always do." She steps closer, eyes locked with his. "Then maybe we show them." He hesitates. Rain slides down his skin, refracting color like a prism. "You mean—" Mara takes a breath. "If they see us fight together, bleed together, and stand together, they'll have no choice but to believe peace is possible." Soran's four eyes blink slowly, each reflecting her face. "You are a strange creature, Mara Vance." "Human," she says. "It's what we do best. Be strange until it matters." They share a quiet laugh. Then a flash of lightning illuminates them both, two silhouettes in the rain, equal and alien to everything but each other. The sky rumbles as if the planet itself watches. Soran steps closer, his voice lower now, almost human. "In my world, we seal truth with contact. Not words." Mara meets his gaze. "In mine, we seal promises with a kiss. For a moment, the storm holds its breath, then it happens. A meeting of worlds. The human and the alien, bound by the impossible. The touch is not just lips, but energy. Heat, light, something that hums through the air and sets the rain of flame around them. It is not desire, not duty, but something deeper. The universe's way of saying, remember this. The rain glows faintly as their contact fades. Sparks drift upward, defying gravity, vanishing into the clouds. Soran's eyes close briefly. "You have changed me," he says softly. "I will not forget this moment." Mara smiles. "Then don't. Take it to your people. Show them what peace looks like. And you?" She looks at the horizon where the human fleet rises, cutting through the storm like a wall of steel. "I'll remind mine that humanity isn't about domination. It's about connection." Thunder rolls again, but now it sounds almost like applause. They part as the first light of dawn breaks. The rain eases to a mist, and on the scorched tarmac of Meridian Prime, a single reflection shimmers, a human and an alien walking away from each other, yet toward the same future. As the ships descend and the storm fades, the story of that night spreads through both species. They call it the kiss in the rain. Some call it heresy, some call it hope. But across the stars, something new begins to grow. A truce. A truth. A promise sealed beneath a storm. The rain falls once more, gentle, endless, and alive.